Hi everybody, Sam here recapping last night's U.S. Women's National Team 3-0 win against Colombia in the quarterfinal of the W Gold Cup. The U.S. was coming off a loss to Mexico, and there was so much anticipation as to how they would come out and respond in their next game. And you could truly feel the U.S.'s change in energy from last game to this game. There was almost an annoyance coming from them about their previous performance. They came out fighting, firing on all cylinders. We're going to talk about what worked for the U.S., specifically the standard that was set in the game by veteran leaders in the first half, and also how effective Jenna Neiswanger looked from the left back position. First, though, this game was so emotional and so physical right from the jump. Multiple times I gasped out loud at the fouls, and I felt really concerned for the safety of the players a few times. Colombia was chippy and confrontational, and the U.S. matched their intensity in moments, even responding a little bit too much with their own attitude and chippiness at times. There were some moments, especially early on, that felt hot-headed from both teams, which in tournament play can be dangerous because yellow cards add up. But last night, I think that the chippiness of the game helped us find our fight. I want to shout out goalkeeper Alyssa Nair for earning her 100th cap last night. This is such an incredible accomplishment that so few players, and specifically so few goalkeepers, can reach. Getting 100 caps on the U.S. Women's National Team is such a big deal because it's the hardest team in the world to play on. Every player that gets called into camp is so talented that getting called into camp is a huge accomplishment in and of itself. Making a game day roster, starting a game, getting a cap, all these things take so much effort, so much work, so much focus. And to do it 100 times is one of the biggest accomplishments that I can even imagine. It shows that you belong there. It shows that you are contributing to this team year after year. Being on this team for that long is crazy. Alyssa is only the third goalkeeper in U.S. Women's National Team history to reach this milestone after Brianna Scary and Hope Solo. The goalkeeper position is one that hardly ever gets subbed. So unless you're the starting keeper, you probably aren't just accumulating caps. And to hold the starting position for this long and to play so consistently is a huge accomplishment. And Alyssa deserves this milestone so much. She made some great saves in this Colombia game, and she continues to prove herself for this team. Okay, so our 3 goals came from a Lindsey Horan penalty kick that was drawn by Alex Morgan. Very nicely taken PK by Lindsey to the bottom right corner. Then there was a nice left-footed far post finish from Jenna Neiswanger off of a flicked-on header by Alex Morgan, and a Jaden Shaw finish from a nice Trinity Rodman cross on the ground. 3 solid goals, all from players who deserve recognition on the night. So what did we take away from this game? 1, our energy was there. We started strong, our high press was effective, and we matched Colombia's intensity with fight of our own. I was really proud to see this response to what was kind of a flat performance against Mexico. Moments of high pressing, like the play that eventually drew the PK, where Alex Morgan won the ball by continuing to press a back pass. And also on Jaden Shaw's goal, Emily Fox won the ball off a Colombian player by just applying pressure, taking the ball off of her, passing it forward to Trinity Rodman, who got the assist. Our commitment to press high with energy as a team was huge in this game, especially early on, and it showed confidence and aggressiveness from us. 2, Alex Morgan and Lindsey Horan were true leaders in this game. Alex and Lindsey took the loss to Mexico personally. Against Colombia, they led the high press, with Alex winning the ball off a hustle play, subsequently drawing the PK for Lindsey to score. Lindsey was all over the place in the first half. She scores her PK in a moment of high pressure. I've said this before, taking PKs is scary. I had phases in my career, I'm not proud of this, where the thought of taking a penalty kick kept me up at night. It's just such a high pressure moment. And Lindsey Horan, who's been in the media lately and who had captained this team to a disappointing loss against Mexico, she stood up to the pressure with all eyes on her. She buries her PK. Then Alex Morgan, again, sets up Jenna Neiswanger with a flick on. Jenna scores the goal. Alex looked dynamic as a 9. She was dangerous in behind. She was setting other people up. She had chances of her own. Alex and Lindsey performing the way that they did in the first half shows me that they're both taking the success of this team personally and to heart, and they are not willing to let anything slip away. They influenced the rest of the team. Their performance, their energy, their pressure is what allows younger players to go, oh, that's how we respond to this. That's how we should be playing in this moment. I loved the leadership that Alex and Lindsay showed in this game. 3, Jenna Neiswanger is a serious attacking threat from left back. She was all the way up in the box on her goal, which is so amazing to see from a left back. Such aggressive and positive play. Like, you believe that the team is going to get you the ball in that position. I love that. She has such a great ability to shoot from distance and is truly a part of the attack. I think that seeing that balance between her and Emily Fox, who are both awesome attacking players for this team, gives them both opportunities to get forward, which I liked the balance of better against Colombia. They are both so dangerous going forward. They can create chances for themselves and others. And Emily Fox playing a little bit more conservative against Colombia enabled Jenna Neiswanger to be in a position to score that goal. This game against Colombia was such an incredible response to the loss to Mexico. But honestly, I think that Colombia may have focused a little bit too much on the gamesmanship of trying to throw the US off. They created a few chances and they looked dangerous in moments, but they spent a lot of energy on kind of the altercations and the fouls and trying to get calls from the ref. Colombia is a good team. They have Linda Caicedo, 19-year-old Real Madrid forward, who is their best and most exciting player, and she was more or less kept quiet last night. I think that Colombia is good enough that they could have created a closer game by just leaving some of the controversy and drama out of it. But to be fair, I would not have wanted to play the US coming off of that loss to Mexico. The US came out firing on all cylinders. They came out with a point to prove, and they proved it. I'm really psyched for this team about this response and about what's coming up. The tournament is going to continue to get harder from here on out. We're going to move on to the semifinal against Canada on Wednesday, March 6th. The other semifinal is Brazil against Mexico, and the 2 winning teams will meet on Sunday, March 10th in the Gold Cup final. Raj and I are going live after that game on YouTube. So, in the meantime, keep your eyes on our social channels, and while you're here on YouTube, check out our recent interviews with Sophia Smith and Crystal Dunn of the U.S. Women's National Team. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.